What's up? Happy Friday Eve, coming in live for the breakfast show episode. We stopped counting. Good morning. Okay, so if you are brand new to the breakfast show, right now it's 9:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. So you might be catching this live. I'm in Michigan. You also might catch this on the replay. Listen from start to finish. I'm going to tell you right now that I had a girl walk up to me yesterday who literally is 70 years old, and she is down 70 pounds by coming across the breakfast show. I am gonna share with you exactly how she did this without pills, without supplements, and literally without shots. So hit follow, hit add friend, come back to this, set an alarm to be able to catch this from start to finish. If you are brand new to the breakfast show, like this is your first time, it's an honor to have you. Welcome. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworack. You are guaranteed a breakfast show between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Michigan. I would love for you to drop new if you are brand new. Welcome to the community. It's an honor to have you. Super pumped up and super fired up. Number two, if you are returning, in the comments, I would love for you to drop new. I would love, or returning, so that I can say hello to you. I'm super, super excited. So listen to this. So I just got done listening to a chapter. I was listening a little bit about my background. There's a book out there that's called The Obesity Fix. And I actually ended up tuning into the book, The Obesity Fix, after 11 months of struggling to drop even 1 inch. I literally struggled. I went in for a physical. It's funny because I got an email, and the email literally said, check in for your physical. And when I went to go cancel it, because I was like, I don't want to go, guess what happened? It was like, you're going to have to pay a $199 fee. Hi, Melanie. So I'm like, just go. So I ended up going in for a physical. Nothing was wrong with my hormones. Nothing was wrong with my thyroid levels. And my doctor and I had a conversation. I'm like, listen, I've never struggled with my weight. To be 185 pounds, good morning, Carlene, is just an absolute, it's horrible. I hate it. And she ended up coming up to me and sitting down and being like, let me give you this script for metformin. This is a drug to treat prediabetes, but we find this helping with women and men who are struggling to lose weight. You're not a pre-diabetic. And something just told me, like, I can't tell you how many times the book, The Obesity Fix, was recommended to me. More than I can count on my hands. And finally, there was like this light bulb moment. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this Audible book on my way home from the doctor's office. I'm not a book person at all. This book changed my entire life. There were things that I was not doing. There were water enhancers I was adding to my water, fiber that I was adding to my water. Once I give you this app that'll share with you like how high your levels are for toxins, dyes, and carcinogens, I was like literally doing it to myself, but I didn't realize that it was my responsibility to do my due diligence. So I ended up diving all in, implementing the 3 things that I learned in this book. I have listened to 40 plus Audible books now. Every single time I finish a book, a recommendation comes up. I'm obsessed. I just listen to it while I'm driving in a car. On my radio, there's like a reminder. And I literally can't stop listening. So I'm gonna share with you what I learned today in that chapter and exactly the 3 things that you can start doing right now today. It doesn't matter. Like I said, the gal that I ran into yesterday that's 75 years old, down 70 pounds, it doesn't matter perimenopause, postmenopause, it's gonna rock your world. So good morning, I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and dive into it. That book is called The Obesity Fix. And yeah, it's written by Dr. James. Dr. James has millions and millions and millions of followers. He is more of like a naturopath, holistic. He's absolutely amazing. Just this morning, what he shared, I want to share it with you really quick, because sometimes, let's be real, listening to a book by yourself or reading a book by yourself is not as easy as like maybe going live and tuning in and listen to it on repeat. So listen to this morning. He talks about how your kids don't inherit your weight. Okay, they inherit your routines, your habits, your excuses. I grew up, my grandma passed away at an early age. She was 400 pounds. Due to her weight, she wasn't even able to walk without a walker after the age of 65. You would inherit your routines, your habits, and your excuses. You do. You are their example. Heal yourself and you will heal generations after you. Be the blueprint, not the burden. So the whole chapter was on that this morning. So there are 3 things that we can do to biohack the human body, because being in starvation mode or having massive cravings is also not fun. So let's learn right now how to get rid of that, how to start seeing a difference in your results in the 3 things, but the why behind it. So we're gonna dive all in. I am gonna start the first one with what's gonna be obvious, and that's your protein intake. But I'm gonna share a hack with you today. Drop the word hack in the comments if you wanna be able to walk into any store, any market, any airport, any hospital and be like, okay, why are there 3 different types of cottage cheese? Why are there 3 different brands of Greek yogurt? What one do you choose? And I'm gonna share that with you today. So for protein, tell me in the comments what your goal weight is. So then I can tell you and pull back the onion how much protein you're supposed to be getting. So we'll use me first as an example. I'm talking to my doctor and I'm like, listen, at this point, I'll settle at like 160 pounds. She's like, well, your desirable weight is between like 125 and 150. How to find out your desirable weight? I had no clue. I had a nutritionist telling me she was gonna hire me thousands of dollars, but you can go right now to Google. You could literally Google, on social media, you could search desirable weight or Google desirable weight for a 5'7" female. Just put that in there, but don't use my height, put your height. And it tells you, as long as you're falling within that range in grams of protein every day, you're gonna get results. You're gonna feel full and satiety. You're gonna biohack the deterioration of muscle mass after the age of 30. And on top of that, you are going to feel full and satiety, which I already said. So let's say it's 150. 150 grams of protein each day seemed nearly impossible for me. Nearly impossible. But 150 grams of protein is only 600 calories. That's it. It's only 600 calories. So here's the deal. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're like, are you flipping kidding me? So 150 grams of protein, 600 calories versus 150 grams of fat, 1,350 calories. Let that be right there, the reminder to reach for protein. I'm gonna share that exact hack with you. So number 1, when you are upping your protein, if you are adding in any type of bars or shakes, they have to be YUKA approved. Yucca. Yucca is an app. The fact that you just learned about this app will change your life. If you just write down YUKA, it's free. Start scanning what you use on the daily. It'll tell you toxins, dyes, and carcinogens. So if your bars are not YUKA approved, it'll give you a recommendation of a poor choice for a good choice. So that's number 1. Otherwise, you might start upping your protein and be like, why am I putting weight on? That's the reason why. So I will tell you, this is the one, Carlene, that I use. She's asking for a recommendation. This you can cook with. So I can make all my pancakes, I can make my crepes, I can make anything I want, ice creams, creamy cookies, no bake cookies with this. Okay, if you drop a link in the comments, I can share it with you. Otherwise, you're not gonna find it in very many flavors. I love their 50+ flavors. I love the fact that when you purchase, you get like 100 recipes worth. So this one is plant-based, so there's no dairy ingredients, there's no soy, it's non-GMO, it's organic, and the ingredients you can pronounce. This one is YUKA approved, okay? So that's the protein powder. When you look at anything, you wanna just always look at the calories as step 1. It'll always be right here in big bold. It won't be like all over the place. So you'll see nutritional facts, you'll see calories in bold. Step number 1 is to find the calories. Step number 2 is to cover the last number of calories. So when you cover the calories, you see now 9. What do you see when you cover the last number? Protein is right here above my pinky. That's how many grams of protein there should be. 9 or more. There's 14. That's your new hack. Drop a 1 in the comments if you just learned something new. I'll give you one more example. Okay, for that protein powder, I did have to link it because the comments will disappear, but it's right here for you. So if you punch this into your web browser, thebreakfastshow.net, you'll see Advanced Protein Guide. In the Advanced Protein Guide is that Orgain Protein link, okay? That's exactly where you'll find it. So the second thing, let's use it for this protein powder. You identify the calories. How funny is that? It's in the same area. We have our nutritional facts, calories. We found them. Step 2, we covered the last number. What do we see when we covered that last number? Do we see that or more when we look at the protein? There's 21. It's a good bang for your buck. That is your new hack. But when you do that at the grocery store and you look at the prices, don't go for the cheapest one. Because listen, I can go on here. There's a girl who started eating more cottage cheese. She was adding toxins and dyes into her body, because I can search cottage cheese right here, and there's ones that come up on the rating as excellent. There's ones that come up really poor. This is a top brand. This is rated 42 out of 100. Let's click why. There's high risk. There are things that are linked to right here. It tells you heart disease, obesity. That's in our food. But I never knew about that app. YUKA. So step 1 is it a high protein? Step 2 is it YUKA approved? Because on that shelf, with all the competition of the companies out there, there's going to be one that is. And if the one you're searching and using now isn't, the best part about it is at the bottom, it gives me recommendations of what cottage cheese I need to purchase. So this is your new tool in your toolbox. This is why I encourage you to tune into the Breakfast Show. Every new hack and every new way to biohack the body, I listen to in Audible books every day, and I bring it to you with a new attitude. So that's your protein. But why for protein? That's the first thing I did. I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months. I have sustained it. I'm almost 40. I didn't give up foods, desserts, or alcohol. I didn't follow the meal plan. So with your protein, the reason behind it is because it's how the body feels full and satiety. Glucose levels, why you have to make sure something's yucca approved. Carcinogens, dyes, and toxins in our foods have increased by over 90% in the last decade. So the reason why we check it is those type of things lift cortisol levels. And when cortisol levels are lifted along with sugar levels, our food is being told to be stored as fat. So instead of it coming in and feeling amazing and we have energy because we just got done eating, we feel fatigued. So number 1, you feel full and satiety. Glucose levels are on fire. Number 2, you improve your muscle tone. There was a girl that almost lost her life because she was deficit in protein. She broke her arm. Your arms, you become brittle. You don't want osteoporosis. You don't want fibromyalgia. Okay, you want strong bones. And when you get the proper amount of protein, your desirable weight in grams of protein each day, you improve the muscle tone. At 30, I want you to envision your muscle slightly being eaten away, little by little by little. But the more you can add in your desirable weight in grams of protein, the more you improve your muscle tone. Number 3 is 30% more calories are being burned. So if you can reach for your desirable weight, say your desirable weight is between 120 and 150, if you get 150 grams, you burn 30% more calories. If you only got 120, that's fine because it's in the desirable weight, but you're going to burn more at 150. So you burn more calories. It biohacks the metabolism. That's why for protein. The most abundant thing found within you, before we hop into the 2 other things that you're supposed to be doing, which is water and fiber, and I'm going to give you the exact why behind it and what paralyzed me that I added in. The why behind it is protein's the most abundant thing made up in your body. Okay, the only thing I would ever tell anyone to supplement is your collagen. That's it, because you stop producing it at 20. Yada, yada, yada. Each year after 20, you lose a minimum of 1%. So I'm looking at my friend right here, Cynthia. She's 60. If she's not using a collagen, she's lost 40% of it. How do we see this? You guys, it's why we have an aging process. Okay, there are people who look young and youthful, and the reason being is because they realize this at an early age. I never realized until I listened to 40 plus Audible books that there's 5 types of collagen. There's a type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, and type 5. If you want to know the best type you could ever add to your body, it's a type 2. Type 2 collagen activates the type 1 and 3 that's dormant in your body at the age of 20. So if you look at your label, anytime you see an ingredient list, the first thing listed right here on any ingredient list, it's what you find the most of. The last thing listed all the way down here is what you find the least of. That's the chronicle order that it's in. It's not just thrown on a label. It's what you find the most of, what you find the least of. Type 2 collagen should be right up here at the top. We don't want it as the last ingredient, okay? Be careful with your moisturizers. We're gonna talk about water, but if you literally are using a moisturizer, get that YUKA app and scan it, because the one I was using was going straight into my bloodstream, and there was a direct correlation to how I had skin cancer. So make sure it's good. Make sure there's no carcinogens, dyes, fillers, or like I do all this research for you by listening to the Audible books. So find one that isn't like that, but just so you know, if you can purchase at your local health food store organic tremella mushroom, it mimics hyaluronic acid. So literally, if you saw my cheekbones filled in my transformation story and my 7s or 11s, whatever they call them in crow's feet, was because at the same time I use collagen, I use organic tremella mushroom. Do I use a fat burner? I don't do berberbiney because it makes me anxious. I've tried, and CLA, which is called conjunctivated linoleic acid, is a big one that a lot of people use. There's a big company out there that sells it, but there's seed oils in it. And seed oils can be carcinogenic and increase in inflammation. So if there was one that I recommended, obviously I went through 20 different brands. I found one that has organic tremella mushroom inside of it. Type 2 collagen is the main ingredient. It's water soluble. You want a liquid to be able to absorb. And it also has a fat burner from Italy. If you write down the word Morosil, look at all the positive benefits. Here's how you spell that, Cindy. Morosil. It's in a patent study. It's patent that people who use it for 12 weeks, body fat percentage declines by over 10%, visceral fat in the belly area by 10%, and body fat composition. But the 6% that didn't get results was because they weren't consistent or they stopped before 12 weeks. People want instant 1-week results. What does it look like? It's just this. It's 1 tablespoon a day. I already had it today. Otherwise, I would show you. They're only in stock in 2 flavors right now. Chocolate mint or chocolate raspberry. You can grab a bottle right now. It's usually $89. You get it for $69. So that's why it's flying off of shelves. But it's 1 tablespoon. This is 4 supplements in one. There's a video that actually explains it better than I can. If you were to drop the word slim in the comments, I'm going to send you that video. And maybe you're like, Michelle, I could care frickin' less. It's got your fenugreek to support the gut lining. It's a medical grade weight loss supplement. Proven through science, proven through clinicals, and it has third-party validation, and it's cleanliness, and it literally has your Morosil blood red orange fat burner over from Sicily, type 2 collagen, water soluble, it's a liquid, and it also has the fenugreek to support the gut lining. This is a full month supply. You want to snag it? If you just drop slim with the star in the comments, I'll send you a link. Okay? Like I said, you snag it for $69 right now for a full month supply. 1 tablespoon a day. You keep it in the refrigerator. You can take it with food or without food. Just take it in the morning. Okay? For that video, you do have to send me a direct message because the comments actually will disappear. Okay? So right here is my Facebook. If you go to my main page, it'll say message. Message me the word slim. I'll share the video with you. It'll explain the expert behind the collagen, the science, the clinicals, the cleanliness, and the third-party validation. But here's what I do want to tell you. That goes in the web browser. It's under Nueva. So if you put that in your web browser, you're going to see at the top Nueva. If you want to purchase a bottle discounted right now for $69 until it sells out, you will click Nueva and it's called Snow Slim. Snow Slim. 1 bottle is a 30-day supply. A duo pack is a 2-month supply, and it's less per bottle because you get a duo. The trio, which is your 12-week supply, literally each bottle is discounted even more. That's the trio. You'll see it's called Snow Slim. Snow Slim. There's no caffeine, there's no dairy, there is no seafood, there is no shellfish, and there is 0 caffeine. Okay, so if you have any questions, hop in my inbox. I know some of you might have gastric sleeve or cancer or hypo or hyper. I work with all different types of health conditions. So that's the protein component. The second is our water intake. There's a really cool term that's called liposuction. And liposuction, that term was actually created by your body. Your body goes through a process called lipolysis. And lipolysis is the fat burning process. So if you want to look at your body as like, how can I burn more fat? What makes me burn fat? The answer is water. But how much water is it? So many people think, I don't know, half your weight in ounces of water. So many people think, oh, 8 cups of water, a gallon of water. What's the real answer? What is the process of lipolysis? Let me share it with you. So it's the process of burning fat. And the first stage you go through is called hydrolysis. Okay, it's very systematic. Hydrolysis needs not only half of your weight in ounces of water each day, If you drink coffee, if you drink pop, or you drink wine or alcohol, it's a diuretic. You have to start adding up those ounces per day. And it needs to be half of your weight in ounces of water plus the ounces of pop, alcohol, or coffee. That's the real deal. I started adding water enhancers because I don't like water, I told myself. Mio, Crystal Light, whatever. Some people add electrolytes. Again, you're gonna get the app called YUKA. Everything that I was adding to my water had my body putting on more weight. If you're not losing weight within 12 weeks of doing something, something's wrong. The Mio, the Crystal Light, the electrolytes had toxins, dyes, and carcinogens inside of them. Most of them were from a market like Target. So again, get that YUKA app. There's a lot of people I find that are like Michelle. It raises cortisol and glucose. And when cortisol levels are raised and glucose levels are high, you are never, ever, ever going to take your food and have it as energy and feel good. It's just storing it all in one area. Some people are bottom heavy, some people are right here. It's one of the biggest signs. When I reverse engineer with someone, it's like, this is the answer. So half of your weight in ounces of water. I'm gonna give a hack to you. If you're not setting a timer, you're most likely not getting enough water. Every 90 minutes, I have a timer. This is gonna go off in 37 minutes. I stop, I drop, and I drink for 15 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. I have my water bottle right here. This actually has grapes in it. I actually infuse it with grapes, sometimes peppermint, sometimes mint leaves, sometimes lemons or limes or cucumber, or maybe frozen berries, watermelon. So instead of adding that stuff, I have found some cleanliness behind electrolytes, you know what I mean? Because women in menopause, they say to wake up with them, but wake up to a sticky note next to your bed. Choose water before the coffee. Enhance it with something that's like that. Get a straw, get a bottle. This is 40 ounces. I don't have to worry about carrying around a bunch of 8-ounce water bottles. I don't have to worry about being stranded. Your bladder will get used to it within 90 days. Within 90 days, you will become used to it. Your bladder, so it's a short-term sacrifice for a future gain, especially for a lot of people over the age of 50. But it's worth it because it's how the body burns fat. It's what waters the skin. They say overall, you don't have to be adding moisturizers and stuff to the skin. If you are using serums, it has to be YUKA approved, yucca. You don't want those toxins, dyes, or carcinogens. Like I said, if you get that app and the things you consistently purchase over time, if they're not approved, look for the recommendation at the bottom and get the one that is. Because if you knew what it was doing to your body over time, you wouldn't be using it. If you might have to spend the extra 20 cents. So that's for the water. Set the timer, use whole foods. What do you think sounds delicious? Also, be careful what you're adding into it to enhance it, and set the timer again for the last time. Have a piece of paper next to your bed or next to the toilet, wherever you go, because what you see, what you think, what you type right now is what you bring more of. So you could be the one paralyzing your own results by saying, I don't like to drink water. My teeth are sensitive, and absolutely go purchase gum. You chew a piece of gum, it quenches the thirst. It'll force you to drink that water and repeat that 90-minute timer all day. And I'm telling you right now, if you're not at your goal at the end of the night, tomorrow up it to 20 seconds. It'll become a habit before you know it. You will be on cloud 9 before you know it. A great question. So we have Miranda asked, carbonated water is okay, as long as it's not the one from like Costco. They have that ice water, you know, like it's yellow, green, orange. Let's search that. But soda, straight soda water, you can just try. That sparkling ice water right here that they sell at Costco, it's got 7 additives inside of it. 2 of them are extremely high risk. Let's look at those. It has sucrose and potassium benzoate. Potassium benzoate is a carcinogenic compound. It also triggers gastral issues, asthma attacks, skin reactions, and effects on the nervous system. But if you just search straight seltzer water and there's nothing else in it, then it's gonna be okay. So again, just be aware. That app is called Yucca, Y-U-K-A, okay? With your water, if you are any type of person who has brain fog, that usually approaches, they're saying, after the age of 35 because of the diffusion of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is really cool because it's actually what pumps the blood through the veins. Isn't that kind of important, right? Is your blood going all the way through? I wonder what the rate is. There's different rates of how it flows. Is it flowing fast? Do your fingers have like pinkness to them? Are they more of like white at the tips? That's why when you rub your hands together, all of a sudden you can feel heat. All of a sudden blood rushes to it. Nitric oxide starts to decrease after that age of 35. We start to see a little bit more brain foggish. You know, my husband's 54. We'd travel and he'd forget that he put his watch inside of his drawer with his clothes, right? Go in, get the nitric oxide. So here's the deal. If you add hydrogen to the water, just write down the name Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka is the ultimate human with 3 million plus followers for a reason. He's the one that explains this nitric oxide. And he talked about how if you add hydrogen, hydrogen's not in the body. I didn't know that. Hydrogen into the body, okay, it dilates the blood vessel for 10 hours, 10 times. So now we have more blood rushing to every area in the body. So your performance and recovery, athletes pay thousands and thousands of dollars for it. Why? Because of their performance and recovery. Brain fog, you're gonna see so much clarity, especially if you're approaching 40 like I am. Your brain fog and clarity is gonna be through the roof. I've been able to pull back on some of my anti-anxiety medication by adding it. I'm not supposed to make medical claims, but just try it, but don't get it from TJ Maxx or Target. The pill format is not absorbable. You want a crystal lit format. Not only does it improve that, it improves blood pressure, headaches, and literally headaches or migraines or hormonal headaches. People have even noticed feet pain or like needle pain in the knees and improvement. So make sure you find a crystal lit. I recommend science and clinicals, third-party validation, so it's not just the company standing behind it, and then cleanliness, okay? I'm on it right now. 10 hours, 10 times the blood. You can feel it. You have an instant experience with it. It's called the Nitro Experience for the one that I use. I found it's just like this. It's a really cool sachet. There's only 3 flavors in stock. I'm not sure if you'd be interested in lemon, lime, grape, or black cherry. I add it to my water. No ice ever. It actually deactivates hydrogen. You add it, it goes in clear. You stir it and it's clear. It turns bright yellow. The gas is infused. You drink it within 15 minutes. It tastes delicious and you feel an instant effect. It's called Nitro. Actually, if you drop the word Nitro in the comments, I'll introduce you to the hydrogen expert. And if you want to snag it, they let you get it for 30 days. Money back guaranteed. Drop the word Nitro with a star and I'm more than happy to share that link with you. She's like, I want it right now, Brittany. So all you have to do, if you just send me a direct message on Facebook, there's like a message button by my profile, I'll send you that video. I'll send you the ingredients behind it. You can make a decision. If it's a good fit, awesome. If it's not, there's no big deal. But right here, I did pin it this morning. I made sure there's 3 flavors still in stock. thebreakfastshow.net would go in your web browser. Then you'll see at the top, it says Nueva. You want to go to Nueva and it's called Nitro. Nitro. Okay, Nitro. That's what it's called, thebreakfastshow.net. And if you spend $75, they give you $20 off, just for an FYI. My favorite flavor is actually grape. Okay, you guys, so we talked about protein and water. The third thing literally is your fiber intake. Who can tell me in the comments what your fiber intake is supposed to be at in order to not only lose weight, maintain weight? Anyone tell me right now in the comments. I need to know right now what it is. Come on. I love Nitro. Me too. Me too. Right? I jump out of bed and I think of it. So here's the deal. Your fiber, 25. Carlene, I love you. It should be 25 grams and it should not in any way, shape, or form ever, okay, go over like 45%. 45 grams, sorry. Too much of a good thing is just as paralyzing. It's just as paralyzing. 100, literally, 3 components can indirectly help. Diet said important content for itself should still come from whole foods. These components are just separate. Okay, listen to this. I'm gonna share with you 3 foods that you can eat today. Fiber is literally the vacuum to your intestinal tract. Have you ever even like thought about your intestinal tract? Do you know what it looks like? Your intestinal tract is like a big swirly snake. Look down at your body. Like look down at it. All the food you eat goes through it. Do you think that any food gets left behind? Did you know that people's food gets left behind? Especially because we usually lack, water, or we lack movement, or we lack some type of fiber intake. And that all helps kind of keep it clean like a vacuum, right? I think I got my lipstick on my chin. So here's the deal. Your fiber should be 25 grams. We don't want to do too much of a good thing. There's an insoluble and soluble type that are found usually in all fibers. Please, dear goodness, know that I started adding this. This has carcinogens and dyes and toxins inside of it. This should be banned from the marketplace. I scanned it in the YUKA app. I was the girl who started upping my fiber, upping my protein, and upping my water, and it's why I was not getting results because of things like this. I didn't realize I had to do my due diligence in any way, shape, or form. This right here, when I got that YUKA app, taught me the best source of fiber. Your fruit, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 8 grams in 1 cup. Easy, knock it out of the park. Your broccoli or greens, 7 grams, 1 cup. Easy, we're at 15 grams. We need 10 more. Look at this. I got this. Yucca approved. This has 15 grams of fiber, 40 calories. So instead of buying this junk in the trunk, buy this. Okay, 15 grams, 40 calories, YUKA approved. Have yourself a turkey and cheese sandwich. Have yourself homemade egg salad. Have yourself homemade. You are going to see an instant effect of decreasing not only inflammation and bloating, you will have regular bowel movements, and the foul smelling rotten gas will completely go away. You have those symptoms because your body is like, hello, I'm deficit in fiber. I need to vacuum out the intestinal tract. The only thing that fiber does that your body can't do is it swells to the width of your intestinal tract. So it can actually get thick. It acts like a leech. So we have to make sure that we're getting that much fiber. That is, you'll see an improvement within 72 hours, Samantha, or Simon, yeah, 72 hours. So if you haven't been doing this with the fiber, if you haven't been doing this with the water and the protein, and you start applying this, you're obviously gonna see a positive change really fast. I didn't drop my first pound though for 6 weeks, but 5 months in, I was down 30 pounds. It's a short-term sacrifice. I don't know where your body's been. I had a lot of junk and toxins and dyes and carcinogens inside of it. I use Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise, just plain Greek yogurt, right? But there's mayonnaise that is YUKA approved if you search mayonnaise in your phone. So here's the deal. If you do want to speed up the process, it is possible. I'm sure you saw my post about the Elevate and how it's sold out and how it's the peptide that's referred to as limitless, why it's replacing Ozempic and trizepatide. Injectables trick your brain, GLP, that you have more of the GLP-1 hormone. That's it. Fiber is the only thing that can increase the GLP-1 hormone. That's it. Peptides in the form of a microbead don't have to have fillers inside of them. Peptides that don't come in injectables don't have to have fillers, don't have to have embryos inside of them. If you can go out and learn more about the Limitless Elevate peptide and you want to feel like that, you have 3 strands right here. This is the only one that has all 3 strands in one microbead. Microbeaded for absorption. Your top is tesofensin. You go look up all the positive benefits of tesofensin. You're talking binge eating. This is how I dropped 9 pounds in 6 weeks. This is how my 54-year-old husband, I didn't even need to lose weight. I am down to 130. I haven't been that since high school. Tesofensin is the food noise, sugar, salt. I look at sugar, which I was addicted to. I feel nauseous. Good. I want to. Okay? So tesofensin, weight loss. You have Diaxa, the bottom right. Mood focus. Think of the kid, a holistic approach to the kid that can't pay attention, who doesn't have a good attention span. That's Diaxa. Also supporting the mood. No stimulant. Stimulant free. And the bottom left is BCP 157. Goodbye inflammation. It's actually, I want you to think of an evacuation process that acts as an evacuation. People will come to me this week and go, Michelle, look at this. There's like 17 ingredients in their peptide. Their shot insert has this right here has tesofensin, BCP 157, and Diaxa, and that is it. medical grade, third-party validation, cleanliness, microbeaded. There's a video that explains it better than I can, but it's just like that movie Limitless, stimulant-free. There's a video, if you actually drop the word in the comments, Cindy, Elevate, I'll share the video with you. There's 1,000 bottles left, and once it's gone, it could be 6 weeks until it's back because these products are sourced. They're not sitting in a warehouse. You know I've listened to 40 plus Audible books. Do you think I did my research? Do you think I did my due diligence to find the best of the best when it comes to purity, quality? If you want to grab a bottle right now, it runs you at $189. You can snag it for $169 for a full month supply, and they're offering you 30 days money back guaranteed. Drop the word Elevate with a star. Okay? You take it 30 minutes before your first meal. For 2 months in a row, you take 1 month off. When you reach your goals, you get off of it and you maintain your weight loss efforts. As long as your regular food intake outweighs your sugar intake and processed foods, which you now have the YUKA app where you can scan, you're gonna maintain your weight loss. I see it all the time. 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 50-year-olds, menopausal. So if you want it and you wanna snag it for $169 right now, you are gonna Instagram or Facebook message me the word Elevate. I'm gonna send you the video with the peptide expert. It's stimulant free, there's no caffeine, there's no dairy, there's no soy, gluten-free. Gastric sleeve, no thyroid, hypothyroid, cancer people, there's health conditions that are using this, but you can have a conversation in my inbox if need be. It's right here, Samantha, thebreakfastshow.net. If you put that in your web browser as if you're going to Google this right here, you'll see Nueva at the top. Nueva will have a body and beauty. It's called Elevate. Dude, get the 3-month supply signature set. You get 3 months for $530, nitro for free. My hydrogen water is $50 value. 3 bottles, you literally have now all of March, all of April, you're off May, and you have June. You don't order from me until July. People are paying $2.99 for trizepatide, getting off of it. That actually costs them more. The price of this now is $169. You don't get on Elevate, you're gonna cost more by coming back to me in 6 months. So if you do, I will be messaging you immediately. I'll actually have a little bit of a, thank you, Jennifer, an alert. I'll message you to teach you how to use it. Make sure you get that YUKA app for free to scan. And I'll also share with you to take it 30 minutes before your first meal. The reason I reach out personally is because if you call in, because of the sellout in the Science Clinical's third-party validation and cleanliness, you'd be on with a customer rep for an hour. I have a personal customer rep at my fingertips. I've got you. So if you need tracking information, there's a hole in the bottle, you want to get on the wait list, I've got you. So I will be messaging you. So if you have questions about the fiber, the water, or the protein, please drop them in the comments section. I gotta let my dog in, is that okay? I will be back tomorrow, guaranteed, between 8:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another breakfast episode. Whatever chapter I listen to tomorrow, I'm gonna be bringing it to you. Today was about hereditary and genetics. Okay, make sure to follow Dr. James. It was such an honor to hang out with you this morning. I'm super pumped up, fired up, and jacked up. And no matter what, marry the process and divorce the results. And if you need anything at all and you didn't get my free guide, it's not mine. It's a guide that helped me in many ways. Drop the word free in the comments and I will send it to you. But if you're just gonna let this collect dust, don't drop the word free in the comments. Don't waste my time or your time. Drop any questions you do have. I'm gonna snag my dog, okay? I will answer them in an orderly fashion, and I will be at my desk for the next 90 minutes. So if you need your belly fat blasting liquid collagen, remember you're claiming it today, full month supply, free and clear of seed oils. You can grab it for $69. Drop the word SLIM in the comment section. Good. I'm trying to get my dog. It's nice here in Michigan, but it's a little bit chilly. It's about 27 degrees. Do we have questions? Nitro. Joanne, all you got to do is send me a direct message on Facebook Messenger. Do you know how? Saying the word nitro. Okay, nitro. I'll send you the video with the hydrogen expert. The engineering will help. If it helps you, awesome. If it doesn't, there's no big deal. Okay. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. I'll be at my desk for the next 90 minutes or so. Get in my inbox. Go read my message about, okay? Oh, I'm up in Maine, so we're a little crazy thinking 27 is nice. Oh, wow. What's the temp in Maine? I'm curious. Okay, so yes, when you go there, social marketer, you now earn up to 40% commission. You just opened your virtual health and wellness store. I was sitting at my desk 8 years ago, 60 grand in debt. Single mom, 3 jobs, and I read an article. The article completely configured my life, changed it forever, one article. So I was sitting there and I'm like, what the heck is this? This guy paid out his ex-wife billions of dollars. And here I am going through a divorce and I didn't even take my husband for child support. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm in an abusive relationship. I can't take the verbal abuse. I can't afford a lawyer. I'm not going to court. Still to this day, I haven't. I read an article, so I dig deeper. Like, what did this man do? And he's just like, Amazon. You have your e-commerce, but they don't have science, clinicals, third-party validation, or cleanliness. It's just like Walgreens. What are you buying? What are you getting? So I find out that he's got this, just like Amazon, think of a warehouse in different places and products going from a warehouse directly to the consumer. And I'm like, well, there's no way. I can't invent products. I can't afford a website. I couldn't afford anything. Okay. Products. Think about how much products would be for inventory, customer service reps, inventory, a warehouse for it. Like it would be 5,000 minimum a month. Just to create a product would be that much. So I go, you know what? I can go find the product. There are health studies, clinicals, third-party validation, and cleanliness of products that are health and wellness related, where all I have to do is find the clients. I'm given the system that's already built out. I don't have to worry about any of that garbage or pay. And I can earn up to 40% commission. The average I sell is like $30,000 a month. All because my background in that systematic approach. I have a warehouse in every state because we're in every state in 191 countries. I don't have to deal with any of the BS. I don't have to deal about employees. I thought I was too busy with 3 jobs. It's mobile. I didn't think I had time. You can do it in the nooks and crannies of your day. You're introverted, there's scripts. The entire blueprint I have literally built out for over now 2,000 people. So if you literally like money, you could use some extra money. If you're positive, you're coachable, and you're willing to frickin' grow, I want you to be brave enough right now to drop the word video in the comments, because I'm going to share with you what is called social retail. And no, you don't have to sign people up to be underneath you. You earn up to 40% commission. What's going to happen though is each customer even has a referral code. They naturally start sharing it, and you literally not only get to earn income from that, every time they order. I've had customers for 8 years. My background is no longer. My story was rewritten because of this life-changing system. And you know what's unfortunate?